Hi everybody, my name is Byron Owens and my team name is Team Motivator and my topic today is my life story. So I'm gonna let y'all know a little something about me a little bit. I went to school and I had problems in school. I had people talking about me in school, calling me names, saying this and saying that about me. And then when I was in the streets, I definitely had problems in the streets. I had problems getting jumped all the time in the streets. I had a lot of issues that was going on in my life, a lot of things going on. People didn't know what was going on. They didn't know what was going on behind closed doors. They thought they knew they thought they knew what was going on, but they really didn't know what was going on behind closed doors. Like when I go to school or whatever, people would tease me, say this and say that about me, but they'll do it low to where the teachers won't hear me or anything. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to be a snitch or anything. But I told the teachers wouldn't solve my problem, so I had to put everything in my own hands. I didn't want to do that way because that's not me. I don't do things that way. I like to solve things out like a man, like a real man. But they didn't want to help me, so I had to do it my own self. Had to do it my own way and everything. So I go home, had problems at home. I'm talking to a counselor at school, and I'm talking to him about my problems, about home and everything. But I'm looking at him like, why am I talking to you for? You ain't never been through what I've been through, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at him like that. So I go home, have problems at home. Like, I had a couple problems with my parents, with my mom and my aunt, you know what I'm saying? Not too much with my mom, but with my aunt a lot though. Like I couldn't eat if I got in trouble and stuff like that. And like sometimes we get in a problem. Like one situation one day I had with her one day, like she told me not to turn on the fan because I had like an air conditioner in the thing in there. It's like where it blows out air and all that, cold air. So I had that in there in the window. And she said, "Don't turn the fan on." One day I turned the fan on, right? So I turned it on. She got mad. My uncle came home and he took my air conditioner out the window and he actually dropped it. And everybody was sitting in the on the porch out there and they didn't say nothing. The police came. She called the police and I was getting loud with the police and everything because I was mad. I was angry because you did that to me. You take all my money from me and don't give me anything and you do me in so bad, you know what I'm saying? Like one day, you know what I'm saying, she put me out. She put me out, right? And we had got into it about some money got stole. She put me out. So I was out for a long time. I got put out. And I was doing things that I shouldn't have been doing when I was out. I finally got somewhere to stay at. Soon I got somewhere to stay at stably. So I was homeless a little bit. Soon I got somewhere to stay stably. You know what I mean? Everything went over there. And then after I got it stably, sit there, we was going to different places or whatever in Beloit and asking for money and stuff like that. Shouldn't have been doing that. And you know what I'm saying? We was asking money for the wrong things. So when we was asking money for the wrong things, that one day we asked money for the wrong things. They must have called the cops from CVS. Must call the cops. And then when they called the cops had came. When they had came, they had saw us walking. They had run my name up and run our names up, and they knew I had a warrant. So I went to jail for one day. So I went to jail for one day, right? And I'm getting out of jail the next day for signature bond. So pretty much, I got a free out of jail card, pretty much. Signature bond. That's what that is. So I get out. Then my cousin see me after a while, and she's like, "You can move with me, your mom, and us." Her mom owned the house, and I can move with them. They let me move with them. I had a lot of issues going on, school problems. All my life to school, I was bad kid. Some stuff I started, some things I did start, but not all the time. I didn't start everything. It wasn't always me and my fault though. I had so much issues, and I was so hurt so much that I just wanted to give up on life, but I couldn't give up on life. God wouldn't let me give up on life. God wouldn't let me give up on life for some reason. So I had so much problems. I moved with them. They let me live there. So when they let me live there, I was so thankful that they let me live there. My family, we had ups and downs where I live and everything, but they let me live there, and that's a blessing. They let me stay there and live there at their house and everything, and I love them to the death for letting me live there and everything, even though the problems that I went through and the situations that I had, and I go through people pains. I feel y'all pain, that the situations and things that y'all go through. May God bless y'all. Y'all be safe and be good. Bye.